came to Chandigarh in 1960. To be exact, 28th August 1960. And Chandigarh, if I say, there was barely anything, because after partition, people had come and we had come to put up a factory, but mostly it was, as you know, Mr. Nehru wanted it to be the new capital of the Punjab created after partition. So anyway, there was no proper hotel, no houses to rent. One Sector 22 market where there was one vegetable and fruit shop and one mithai shop, and all these periphery things just were not there. We were also very young, and so we were hunting for a house, and until then we lived in Mount View. It's an apology to call it at that time a hotel because it was like 10 rooms and no more. We were looking for a house and to settle down, and that's how I met my very dear friend and partner in this was Kanta Surupkrishnan. So she was building her own house. You see, men were busy in work and ladies were building houses. So we walked into their house. So she said, sorry, we are building for ourselves, so no renting. But she asked, but who are you? So I said, we are very new here. So she said, but we can be friends. So I said, that's great. Then after 2-3 years, we got a house in Sector 4 and we settled, and Kantaji and myself, we were meeting more often over small parties. And so she would ask me, so where are you from? So I said, I am originally from Gwalior, and now married, settled in Calcutta, and now we have moved over. So I said, but here I miss something, or rather everything. So she said, what? So I said, firstly, there is no music, no art, no theater, no culture, no flowers. So she said, why don't we do something about it? So I said, I'm all for it. Now, how to do it? Because there was no infrastructure. But when I truly believe, when you wish for and want something from all your heart, there's something, a way comes out. So I don't remember how I met Sherry Dungaji. Sherry Dungaji, a Parsi lady, dynamo, absolutely. She was the principal of Home Science College and a great doer. Sherry, can we do something in this town? So I'm all for it. So that's how we three met, and we decided that let us do something. We were 3 people who started this INT. Credit goes more to her, because she had some contacts in Bombay and she knew people, and then she has the infrastructure of the Home Science College. We had nothing, Kantaji and myself. So she offered her help. So that's how we started. But she is the one who suggested the name, because she knew the famous theatre personality of all times and that time, Al-Qazi. She being a Parsi, she knew him. So she said, I can ask him to give a show and we can raise some funds. So at that time nobody had paying capacity, but anyway we raised some funds, and sure enough, which theatre he did I don't remember, but that was the first show we did under the banner of INT. No music until then. I, coming from Gwalior, missing music very, very much. And she was learning herself. She was learning vocal music. So she was also. We started having in her small auditorium because there were no places. Now we couldn't even afford to pay the artists. So as you said, artists stayed in our homes, our cars went and brought them, and we had meals together, and then we saw them off. So after few times in the Home Science College, we started doing the proper Sangeet Sammelan in the Leisure Valley, in open area. So had to be good weather and one day, because one day even that we could hardly afford. So, and we did some fundraising, bringing out a souvenir, asking people for ads and some support like that. But the beginning also, I remember, one name that comes to my mind is Kishori Amonkar. And we invited her, and she was top. But she had so many tantrums and so moody. It was hard to manage. Kishori was very good once she started singing. No stopping her. But that started singing was very hard because she was very moody, but then she was the supremo. So, but Khosla Sahab came into INT much later date. Until then we were managing somehow, and after Sherry was gone, I was traveling a lot because my husband was nominated Rotary International President. So then it was, I should say, being managed by Kantaji alone. Fundraising also, but she had the knack and how to involve people. She was a good person and sincere. People, whatever she said, they believed and they helped. So that's how she managed alone for many years. And when once Khoslaji retired, he was served last as Chief Secretary of Punjab. And I think coming from Patiala, and he must have had music in him, so he gladly accepted and took over from Kantaji and me, because Sherry was long gone. Khoslaji, as you know, he gave his money, his time, his everything to INT. How we can carry it forward, yes, that should be always our concern, have more people. I think if we encourage, maybe for 30 minutes, some very young means in teens, 13, 14-year-olds, to hear her or him, youngsters will come. Because right now, the concept is, it's a oldies thing. And some children are singing excellently good. And if we can add some village person or folk, because they have such robust voice. Not the folk song, but some of them are singing very well. So not only those who have got an opportunity, but who need an opportunity. Because our platform is not only for pleasure, it's for building up for future. संगीत के स्पिरिट है, ये कहीं भी किसी में भी छिपी हो सकती है.